internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world.
XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over SWIFT one day?
Well,
so when I talk about the $10 trillion that we're processing every night.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 24-hour script. Let's get right into today's video. $10 trillion a night. And this is just from JP Morgan. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Shout out to Crypto Eerie for that video. This is gonna get absolutely crazy. When I say you guys aren't ready for this video, I truly mean it. Bombshells were dropped. We're gonna get into USDC, the BIS Innovation Hub, but most importantly, mindset. Take a listen to this video, folks. This just gives me the goosebumps because a lot of people, 99% of the world's population has no idea what's about to happen. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity for wealth transfer.
And the last one is mindset. I think this is such a paradigm shift that it's very difficult for most people in our industry to comprehend what I've just explained in my first response, the potential of that technology. Because we're so used to what we do today that we sometimes tend to not be open or able to look at what the potential could be in a very open-minded way. And I think that's also something that will be changed through education, through...
I think that's something that will be changed through education. And that is what we are doing on this channel along with other YouTube channels. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode. JP Morgan is a scumbag. Listen to this. So this was published 4 hours ago. JP Morgan moves to commercialize blockchain with tokenized collateral network. The blockchain application is now live with a pipeline of other clients and transactions in the works. JP Morgan has been a proponent of blockchain technology and in recent years increasingly embraced digital assets. What an absolute joke. In a moment, we're gonna get into a video by Tyrone Lawpin. This is gonna shock you. The way I puzzle these two together. Ripple XRP is gonna completely disrupt the financial sector. People have no idea what's coming. Listen to this. Since Onyx was established in 2020, the digital assets platform has also facilitated intra-repurchase or repo transactions in order to provide short-term borrowing, fixed, etc. But if you guys remember, back in 2020, when they first started this, JP Morgan executes intraday repo transactions using blockchain, December 10th, 2020. And then they were going to use the JPM coin to facilitate the payments in exchange for collateral, which is not going to work. The JPM coin is poo, along with the Citi coin.
Clients don't want, individual bank tokens. They want multi-token, multi-border liquidity for added efficiencies.
You don't have interoperability with these systems. You need all these systems to communicate, and Ripple and XRP are the best ones to do it. Okay? December 10th, 2020, they introduced the intraday repo, this blockchain technology they're talking about. 12 days later, the SEC charges Ripple and two executives with conducting 1.3 billion unregistered securities for ICO, for an ICO. 12 days later, when JP Morgan just got into blockchain and started rolling stuff, that's when Onyx was first established, right? 2020, and then boom, because they needed some time. This gets even more disgusting. I don't even know if that's a word. This is so disgusting. JP Morgan, Onyx teams remit to blow it up to disrupt. This was August of this year. Listen to what they said here. It's not because JP Morgan wants to disrupt itself for fun, but because there's an awareness that if it does nothing, it will be disrupted by the likes of Ripple. I'm saying that because that's what the freaking thing is, folks. That's what it is. So he quotes, "So you might as well do it yourself. Disrupt yourself," said Farouk. Farouk could go F himself. This line right here is disgusting. Disgusting. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But Look at Tyrone Lopin. Look at this guy, right? He's been at JP Morgan for over 20 years. And look, May 19th, 2023. They're coming out with patents. Remember, we talked about communication. Systems and methods for gateway communications for DLT, distributed ledger technology. Systems and methods for tokenized based cross-currency interoperability. Look what the date is, May 9th, 2023. They're playing catch up with Ripple XRP. When will people understand what JP Morgan is doing behind the scenes? When? And now listen to what he has to say about USDC. Tyrone Lopin talking about USDC. Listen very carefully.
I think USDC is obviously incredibly important for the crypto industry, right? I mean, it is, in my sense, pretty much the killer app of sort of retail crypto, because it does solve the key problem of moving money and moving money quickly and cheaply. I think this sort of thesis still needs to be played out, but I think where USDC is going to hit a cap is going to be at scale. So when I talk about the $10 trillion that we're processing every night, and I was looking this morning, I think the market, the 24-hour volume for both USDC and USDT is like $25 billion or something. That's like 400 times less than what we do every day. And if you think about having to fully reserve $10 trillion to be able to make those payments every day, that's a lot of liquidity that you're taking out of the system.
Problem, and I think we're really close. I mean, USDC itself we've seen over $3.5 trillion of transactions directly on the internet between counterparties. And so if we can, improve it with more scalable blockchain technologies like, Brad's company provides, more scalable blockchain technologies like, Brad's company provides.
So I think that USDC has, 100% a place to play. I don't know that in its current construct, it can play at the institutional level.
We're just going to ignore the part where they talk about moving $10 trillion just overnight. And I'm over here talking about a $5 trillion market cap for XRP with 99 billion XRP circulating with a value of $50. Get out of town. That is peanuts. And now, to put the icing on the cake, listen to this panelist from the BIS Innovation Hub that was filmed in Toronto just a couple of months ago, talking about liquidity. It always comes down to liquidity. We are going to finish off with this. Ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Don't miss this video, and we will be back with another one.
And there is a lot of money that is being put in terms of trying to solve these technical issues of interoperability. Now, the second one is more complicated. It has to do with liquidity. So imagine that you have a pair of currencies for which there is not a complementary demand. You need to go and search for a third-party currency in order to make this settlement actually happen. And this really complicates things. So we need to put pieces of technology that can make more efficiency this use of liquidity so that more transactions can be settled.
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch.
I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.